I don't know, guys. Like, with the new casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I'm a little iffy with it. Hey, guys, welcome to Tom's World, and today we're going to be talking about the new news that came out about Robert Downey Jr. being casted as Doctor Doom. With no further ado, let's get straight into it. So if you didn't know, today was the July 27th, and on July 27th, which is today, is San Diego Comic-Con in California. Marvel had a huge panel, and they were talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, and they even previewed the Thunderbolts. They previewed like a footage of the movie at the place. They also were talking about Captain America, A Brave New World, which is coming out next year. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all the Marvel movies that are about to come out. But what really shook the internet was later them bringing the Russo brothers onto the stage to discuss Secret Wars and Avengers Doomsday. They changed the name from Avengers Doomsday. I said they changed the name to Avengers Doomsday. No, they changed the name. Originally, the name for Avengers 5 was Avengers Kang Dynasty, but now they changed it to Avengers Doomsday because, the whole case with Jonathan Majors. Marvel just started to distance themselves away from Jonathan Majors after the case. Now they're fully distancing themselves away from Jonathan Majors because of the assault case he caught. I think from last year in 2023. But yeah, I get the fact that, like y'all distancing yourselves away from like Jonathan Majors. Yeah, I get that. But like I don't think you should just distance yourself away from the Kang the Conqueror. Character. You know what I mean? They already set the building blocks for his character. So I feel like y'all might as well just go all in with it. You feel me? Like in 2000 I said 2000. But I feel like they could still do some stuff with his character. You know what I mean? Kang is a big character too. Also, yeah, so I felt like they should have just slowly built their way to Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom is a huge villain in the MCU. Not even the MCU, in Marvel in general. But not even Marvel, of all time. One of the biggest villains of all time. Yeah, like they could have put like small building blocks towards, or like just build up towards Doctor Doom. I feel like this is just all too sudden, you know what I mean? Unless in the Fantastic Four, we see Doctor Doom as Victor, because Victor is like Doctor Doom, you know what I mean? I feel like in the Fantastic Four movie, that's when they could really introduce him and slowly build up to that. But like, you know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I'm just talking. Maybe that's how I see it, you know what I mean? I'm just speaking from how I feel in my opinion. Fast forward, we're in the last couple days of July, and we're at San Diego Comic-Con, and we come to find out when they were announcing the Avengers and re-announcing Avengers at the panel, we come to find out that the actor of Avengers Secret Wars, drum roll please, it is Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. At first, I was excited when I heard about the news, but when you really think about it, I'm confused, and it doesn't make any sense. The reason I say I'm confused is because we had this nigga play Iron Man, and he played Iron Man for almost freaking 16 years. I may be exaggerating. It might not just be 16 years. It probably could be, because he played Iron Man 2008. So he played it for like 10 years, literally. And then he died playing Iron Man in the MCU. So it's like, out of all the actors y'all could have chose from, Y'all chose Robert Downey Jr. again. Like, there's so many. I'm not to take away from Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the greatest actors who ever lived. This man come up story. I love Robert Downey Jr. Like, Robert Downey Jr., I always looked up to him as an actor. I always did. Literally, all my life. But, like, really, for real, like, Marvel could have done, like, a little bit better with the casting. For real. They didn't have to bring him back. I mean, it gotta make sense now. Like, it really gotta make sense, too. And if this fails, Lord, Marvel is literally gonna be hated for so long just because they made the wrong decision to bring Robert Downey Jr. again, but as a different character in the MCU. Yeah, I get it that we're in the multiverse saga, but still, bro, like, I don't get it. Like, can someone really, like, explain it to me? Like, out of all characters, you had a, like, you know what I mean? Out of all characters, they could have brought him back as Iron Man. Even though he died, they could have brought him back as Iron Man. That would have been very interesting. You know what I mean? I mean, they brought back Chris Evans in the... Okay, let me not... Yeah, but for those of you who watched the new Deadpool, basically, Chris Evans, it was the Human Torch in that movie. All right? You've been warned. Yeah, I mean, don't watch the... I didn't even warn y'all. All right, let me shut up. But I forgot to warn y'all. Dang, I feel horrible just because I didn't warn y'all before I said what I said. But you've been warned. Click off the video. If you didn't watch Deadpool and Wolverine, I repeat, click off the video right now before I spoil the whole movie from left, right, up, down, to the left, to the right, and do the stanky leg. You feel me? But I feel like Marvel could have done a whole lot better with the casting of Doctor Doom. There was a whole list of actors that could have played Doctor Doom. And I'm going to name them. Y'all could have brought Christian Bale, Christoph Waltz, Hugh Laurie, Dan Stevens, and John Hamm. And the list can go on and on and on. They have so many other people that could have played that role. And they got to give people like opportunities too. Different people opportunities, you know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr. is always going to be seen as Iron Man. I don't know. If this film goes bad, he's always going to be seen as Iron Man. Nobody's going to look at, he played as a doctor. No. They probably will just to, you know what I mean? Just to bring up and remind people that the joint was trash. But anyways, he's always reminded as Doctor. Oh, Lord. My point is that at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, Robert Downey Jr. is one of the most legendary and amazing and most prolific actors in the world. And literally one of the best actors who ever lived. And people are always going to remember him as Iron Man. Nobody else. They're not going to remember him as Doctor Doom. Unless we really gotta wait and see though. That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of them pushing the movie to 2026, push it up to freaking 2025 so we can watch that joint. Like, literally, we gotta really see what his acting is gonna be like in this movie. And I feel like he's gonna be good because, you know, it's Robert Downey Jr. You know what I mean? But I'm a little worried and confused though. That's what I'm saying. Like, Robert Downey Jr. out of all people, when you could have picked anybody else, you feel me? Like, I obviously know he's going to play his part well because he's a great and amazing actor. I know that for a sure. I know that. And I'm not hating on the brother, you feel me? But like, when we really gotta sit down and analyze him, like, does it really make sense, you feel me? Like, does it really make sense for them to really cast him again in the MCU, but as a different character? I'm happy that he's back in the MCU. And I'm most definitely happy that the Russo brothers are back to direct the next two Avengers movies, because, you know what I mean, we've been going through a whole crisis of like finding a good director to direct the film, you know what I mean? And it hasn't been good, you feel me? But I feel like from the past, of course, the Russo brothers did us justice, and they did pretty damn good with the past movies. You feel me? They did a real good job. Infinity War and Avengers Endgame is one of the best selling movies of all time, and one of the best movies of all time. I want to argue with somebody and say that, you know what I mean, it is. Like, literally. It is one of the greatest movies of all time. They made a masterpiece. And now that they're back, I'm glad that they're back. I'm glad that they're back, because we couldn't find anybody that had the same vision that they did. You feel me? But to literally, overall, I don't know. I'm confused, Marvel. I'm really confused, Marvel. Like, Marvel, for real. Like, this is how we're going to do it. They could have picked a different actor. Literally, they could have picked a different actor. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of confused and a little bit worried too, because, you know what I mean? If the fans are not receptive to Robert Downey Jr., best believe, Marvel, people are going to hate you for that. Like, literally. As far as I know, I feel like Kevin Feige should have took the opportunity to also, because I was kind of disappointed and let down that they didn't announce the next couple movies that'll be coming out after Captain America in Phase 6 and Phase 5. Like, they left a few of the films and TV shows blank, and I want to know. And I'm also eager to know if they're going to make an X-Men film. I'm a big fan of the X-Men. Literally, I'm a big fan of the X-Men. Big fan. Just know that a brother is dying to know. A nigga is dying to know when's the next X-Men coming out. You know what I mean? I would love to see it. Like, seriously. But overall, this is how I feel about the Robert Downey Jr. Casting as Dr. Doom for the upcoming Avengers movie. And I feel like they could have done better. They could have casted somebody else and gave somebody another opportunity to make themselves known as a part of the MCU. You know what I mean? They could have gave somebody an opportunity to make themselves well known in the MCU. Like, that's how I feel about it. And I'm gonna stand on that. Seriously. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, literally. I'm just confused. I don't know what to expect, but I'm pretty much do expect it to be good, but I really don't know what to expect from the film. But I'm just confused. That's all it is. But can somebody help me understand, like, the casting of Robert Downey Jr. in the comment section below? You know what I mean? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, please. I would really appreciate it. We're almost at 400 subscribers. The goal is to get to 1K so we can get monetized and make this money, y'all. Like, seriously, 2024, this is our year. Also, 2025, 2026, every year before us is our year. You know what I mean? But yeah, this, like, every year that we live in to see, we're going to shine in those years. But yeah, help me understand, like, the casting, and if, like, let me know in the comment section below if you like the casting, or if you don't, or you are confused as me. I want to hear y'all opinions. And with no further ado, I gotta go. And thank you, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.